Today's session, we will go a little bit deeper into what sociology is, who should take sociology optional, what are the things that you will be reading in this subject. Because anybody who has read sociology before here, anybody has any background in sociology? No one, right? Anybody has any idea what? Okay, Anvesha has. Anvesha, uh, can you unmute yourself? What do you know about sociology? क्या पढ़ा है आपने? You're from West Bengal?
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Actually, I'm from Nagaland and I'm pursuing my undergraduation.
Okay, good. So
So,
you are
yes, sir.
go on.
So, sociology is a part of my subject. Like, मैं sociology भी लेती हूँ and political science में मैं honors कर रही हूँ.
Okay, good. So which is better? What's your opinion? Socio or political science?
So, for me, like sociology is easier to understand. So, अभी मैं सोचती हूँ कि like क्यों मैंने sociology honors नहीं करी.
Exactly, sociology. The biggest advantage with sociology is that it's easier to understand. Okay,
Yes.
so let's see it from the UPSC perspective. क्या है इसमें कैसे चल रहा है?
Okay, sir.
What are the things that we can do? So just a quick presentation from my side. So in the last session also we have talked about how to choose optionals. So today I will keep it very brief. Most of you probably know about me. I have been one of the highest scorers in sociology, 160 marks in paper 2. Paper 2 is the most dreaded subject. Like paper 1 तो हो जाता है सबसे. Paper 2 के लिए it's hard to find resources and materials and no teacher teaches paper 2. You go to any coaching institute and most of the teachers, they will cover the paper 1 part and leave the paper 2 to the students. जैसे करना है कर लो. You will not find notes, you will not find books. So getting 160 marks in paper 2 is a great achievement and the record still holds. So this is me. Moving forward, so what is the best optional? Many of you will ask, and probably you have come up with this question today: what is the best optional? And I should say in the very outset, there is no best optional. Then the next question can be, if there is no best optional, then there must be some easiest optional. What is the easiest optional? Now, there is no easiest optional as well. You are preparing for UPSC. There's no easy way. There is no easy thing here. You are trying to become a lion. Becoming a lion is not an easy task in the jungle. No matter what capability you have to work for that. So looking for easiest option is not an option. You have to work very hard for any subject you are taking. But if we compare all other subjects and we will try to compare it with sociology and where it stands, what are the advantages the sociology has and why it constantly produces so many toppers. The best thing about sociology is its consistency in UPSC people. We will talk about this. थोड़ा आगे बढ़ते हैं. So how to choose optionals? Generally, if you have asked anyone or if you have seen any interviews, talked to any teacher, many people talk about these three things. First, check your interest. If you have the interest, this interest. Now, I find it very vague. कोई कहता ना कि check your interest. How will you know your interest? Most of you are from science background, engineering background, medical background, commerce, law background. Even in arts, the subjects that you have been reading probably is not there in UPSC syllabus, और तुमने कभी इंटरेस्ट लेके पढ़ा ही नहीं सब्जेक्ट को. So without knowing anything, how will you inculcate the interest? This interest will be like कि किसी को देखा और प्यार हो गया, बाद में पता चला कि अरे यार क्या चक्कर में पड़ गए. So here UPSC doesn't want you to commit at the first sight. Interest needs certain awareness about the subject. So I don't think it's the right approach that you go by your interest. And you might have come across many subjects that it depends upon the teacher who is teaching you. They create the interest in a very raw subject, and some teachers will destroy the best subjects that you like. So the second criteria people suggest is the study materials. If you have the study material, then you will find that for some subjects, like some subjects of science, physics, chemistry, maths, zoology, botany, it's difficult to find the study materials at the first place. The problem is that because not many people are taking those subjects, people are not looking and refining the study materials. But there are some conventional subjects उसमें बहुत लोग लेते हैं, और many toppers, many institutions refine the study materials. You read this much amount of book and you will crack. So study materials, the teachers, if you have a good teacher for the subject, because optional needs you the understanding of the master's level. It's not the general studies paper. If you'll see the UPSC syllabus, UPSC says clearly, for the general study paper, you need an understanding of a normal graduate. If you are a graduate, you are supposed to answer those questions. Your understanding of physics, chemistry, your understanding of history, geography, economics should be up to the level of a normal graduate person. But for optionals, you need to have an understanding of master's level. Now, master's and graduation both combined is a 5-year course. So you have to cover the syllabus of 5 years in 5 months if you're preparing for UPSC. So it's not going to be an easy task. You uthaya aur kar liya. And for that, to smoothen out that journey, you need a teacher, no matter what optional you are taking. You need a teacher, you need a guide, you need a mentor who can at least tell you, okay, read this, you are understanding the topic correctly or not. In my case, I was the lucky one. I have probably told you before also. I was in a third-tier city in West Bengal, no coaching, nothing. And what I have prepared is I have prepared on my own. I had no guide. But I was lucky that the SP of West Bengal, Vardhaman district of West Bengal at that time was Kunal Agarwal sir. His optional was sociology. And the district magistrate of the district, Soumitra Mohan sir, his optional was also sociology. And both of them guided me very well. Kunal Agarwal, I am very thankful to him. He gave me the top time during his office hours. मैं उनके ऑफिस में बैठ के वर्दी में बैठ के मुझे सोशियोलॉजी पढ़ाते थे. So you need a guide. He gave me that initial direction कि जाना किधर है, and it smoothened my journey. So teacher, I believe, is very much required in this. But apart from all this, I can tell you a smart way. जो मैंने approach किया, because when I started with geography as an optional. I bought the book. I still have the book, some of the books for geography as an optional. But I realized that this is not the right option for me, because first I was preparing on my own. And geography was becoming very technical. The geography that we generally read in schools, the physical geography, वो अच्छा लगता है. Clouds आते हैं, बारिश हो जाती है, mountain and earthquakes and volcanoes. That sounds very good to study. That's very interesting. But when you go into geographical models and planning and all those things, it becomes very dull and very technical. So I thought कि नहीं, खुद से तो नहीं हो सकता ये. and I found a subject. So what was my approach for selecting sociology as an optional? The first thing I looked at is the overlap with the GS syllabus. Now, almost all the faculties, all the coaching institutes will tell you that their subject has a lot of overlap with the GS syllabus. पहले ये बात करते हैं कि ओवरलैप विद जीएस सिलेबस होता क्या है. देखो जीएस में in GS paper, if you have the idea, you have 4 papers: GS paper 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if there is any topic in your GS syllabus which you will cover as your optional, so it saves time. You do not have to read that portion again here. Let's suppose your optional is geography, and in GS paper 1 you have to read geography. So if you have covered geography as your optional, you can answer the questions of GS paper 1. Now, so geography has overlap in one paper. Political science has overlap in GS paper 2. Economics has overlap in GS paper 3. History has overlap in GS paper 1. सबका एक एक पेपर में overlap है. Let's see the overlap of sociology. What kind of overlap this gives you? Sociology has overlap in GS paper 1. इंडियन सोसाइटी का पूरा एक पोर्शन है दैट यू हैव टू रीड. 60 it's about 6-7 questions come from this Indian society portion. In GS paper 2 you have social sector reforms and all, so that's a part of sociology that you have to read. In ethics you have the topics like socialization, family, and all. That's a part of sociology. And in optional, you will always get one question of 120 marks, 25 marks from sociology. So there is no other option which can claim कि it can give you such a wide exposure. कोई दूसरा ऑप्शन नहीं कह सकता कि उसके वो इतना ज्यादा ओवरलैप है. इफ यू रीड सोशियोलॉजी साइड बाय साइड यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. नाउ थोड़ा सा पीछे जाते हैं. What are the other benefits? Why you should think about sociology? See, the overlap with the GS syllabus, this will save you a lot of time. Then you can focus on sociology and focus on other topics of GS. So it improves your marks in other subjects, other papers as well. The second thing is that you do not need any background to study sociology. If you try to take economics as a subject, you try to take Hindi or English as a subject, as an optional. You try political science as an optional. If you do not have a background, if you have not read political science before, if you do not know international relations before, you cannot survive in that subject. नहीं होने वाला. It will take you a lot of time to just come up to the level. And that's why many students fail. ऑप्शन ले लिया, बैकग्राउंड था ही नहीं, कोचिंग ज्वाइन कर लिया या बुक पढ़ना शुरू किया, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, कोचिंग ज्वाइन किया, वहां भी कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. सो योर 1 year 2 year विल बी बेस्टेड इन मेकिंग दैट बैकग्राउंड. सोशियोलॉजी सच अ सब्जेक्ट, जैसा अन्वेषा कह रही थी, इट डजंट नीड एनी बैकग्राउंड. व्हाई इट डजंट नीड एनी बैकग्राउंड? लेट्स सी द टॉपिक्स इन सोशियोलॉजी दैट वी रीड. क्या क्या पढ़ते हैं हम? वी रीड रिलीजन. नाउ हु डजंट नो अबाउट रिलीजन? We read politics and society. Who doesn't know about politics? Political party क्या कर रही हैं, किसको वोट देते हैं, नहीं देते हैं. This is not theory. This is what you actually do. The sociology is a study of society, and we all are living in society. We all are studying society since from our childhood. हम यही तो कर रहे हैं. We are studying society. We are studying how people behave, what they do, what they do not do, why people marry, why people get divorced. ये तो करते हैं हम. So sociology doesn't need any background. You start from the first class and you will understand the class. क्या चल रहा है समझ में आएगा. Then the third reason because of which I took sociology was that there was a lot of reference materials available in the market, because so many toppers have come up from sociology. You will find many materials every year coming, new materials, concise materials, concise reference books are being referred by so many toppers. That was true for 2017 when I was preparing. Now it has increased even more. So, and above all this, ये सब तो मतलब बात ठीक है, but finally we have to crack the exam, right? And the ultimate benefit with the sociology is the scoring. Consistently, people have scored 300 plus marks in sociology. Consistently, लोगों को 300 के around marks आते हैं. You take geography. People from last 3-4 years are struggling to cross 250 ka mark. Hardly 1 or 2 people are able to cross 250. So if your 50 marks is reduced in means, even if you crack, you're very good in GS papers, आपको क्या rank मिलेगा? You are not going to be an IAS, IPS, that's for sure. So you take public administration. For last 3-4 years, it was so badly beaten. These subjects are such subjects that they perform good for certain years and then again went down. कभी उसमें नंबर ठीक आएगा, फिर कभी एकदम नंबर ही आना खत्म हो जाएगा. It's not that people are not reading. The same people who have scored high marks, their marks will drop. This doesn't happen with sociology. It has maintained a consistency. If you will study, you will get marks, you will be rewarded. So this is a high scoring paper. The only subject you can compare sociology to is I think is mathematics in its scoring. And reason for this is that answer writing in sociology is very scientific. हम ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं लिखते हैं, वो हिंदी टाइप कुछ है या पॉलिटिकल साइंस टाइप, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं लिख रहे हैं. दिस इज अ वेरी साइंटिफिक मेथड that we will discuss in today's class as well, कि कैसे आंसर लिखते हैं सोशियोलॉजी का. इसमें एक सेट पैटर्न है, you do this, you do this, you do this, your answer is over. So now finally coming to how I scored 160 marks in paper 2 and how I scored consistently about 300 marks. देखो सोशियोलॉजी में बहुत लोग, कुछ लोगों ने पढ़ना शुरू पे क्या होगा, and many of you will start studying. The problem that happens with the students is that they do not understand the society. Sociology is not just about reading theories. You need to see the implementation, the effect of those theories in the real world. We will start with some topics of NCERT in some other class. लेकिन मैं अक्सर ये example देता हूँ. Nowadays, you will see that mutual breakups, the rate of mutual breakups are increasing. Do you agree or not? आजकल लड़के लड़की खुद से डिसाइड कर लेते कि ठीक है, now it's over, तुम अपना देखो, मैं अपना देखता हूँ. 5 साल पहले वो तेजाब फेंकते थे, वो नस काटेंगे और टॉर्चर करेंगे. हाउ कैन यू लीव मी? आर यू विटनेसिंग दिस इन सोसाइटी और नॉट? ठीक है चंद्रभान, कोई बात नहीं. So are you guys witnessing this around yourself? Have you studied this in society? Now why this is happening? This is not happening with 1 or 2 people. तुमको लग रहा हो कि सिर्फ तुम्हारे साथ हो रहा है या तुम्हारे दोस्त के साथ हो रहा है. But this is a social phenomena. This is happening with masses. This is the influence of society. Now, 5 years back, it was not happening. Now it's happening. What has changed? Society has changed. Our understanding has changed. So, हम sociology में एक term पढ़ते हैं, sociological imagination. you need to have sociological imagination. Sociological imagination means that anything that is happening with you at a personal level is not actually your personal problem. It's a sociological problem. It's a public problem. Most of you are saying that you are not getting job and you will be frustrated. अरे यार मेरी नौकरी नहीं लग रही है. I have graduated and what to do now? And you are crushing yourself or your friend circle or your teachers, whatever. But when we will start studying sociology, we will realize your private, your personal problem is not your personal problem. It's a public problem. So that kind of understanding, that is something that we need to build. And that kind of discussions we will have in the class. That's the purpose. See, I had no interest in teaching sociology initially. मैं बढ़िया काम कर रहा था, बहुत पैसा मिल रहा था, कोई जरूरत नहीं थी. बट देन आई रियलाइज कि so many students were preparing, going to different coachings, reading different books and notes, but समझ नहीं रहे सोशियोलॉजी को, अंडरस्टैंड नहीं, सोसाइटी को समझ नहीं रहे. एंड आई रियलाइज्ड कि द प्रॉब्लम इज that when a teacher speaks and students take notes, you cannot understand society. Understanding of society needs participation. When you say something, you will say something, I will say something, and when we will discuss the topic, what's your understanding, why Kashmir Files is earning 1,000 crore rupees suddenly, why Sikara did earn that much money. This kind of discussion should happen in the class, and this will be the part of our classes, understanding this. So that needs discussion. Both side, दोनों तरफ से आर्गुमेंट आएंगे, आप कुछ कहोगे, मैं कुछ कहूंगा, तब सोशियोलॉजी समझते. और ये अप्रोच होना चाहिए सोशियोलॉजी को लेके. Apply whatever you are reading in the books, even if you do not join the class. Apply whatever you are reading in the book to the society. Try to figure out कि मैंने जो पढ़ा था वो कहीं हो रहा है क्या. कार्ल मार्क्स ने ऐसा बोला. We will read about Karl Marx and he will tell you that religion is the opium of masses. Basically the meaning is that the religion has the same impact on people as the opium has. Opium खा के क्या होता है, लोगों को पता नहीं चलता क्या चल रहा है उनके जिंदगी में. वैसे कहते हैं कि religion, when people become religious, they have that impact. So even if they are exploited, they are looted, they are cheated, they will not realize what's happening with them. Now such kind of discussions we will have, and you should try to go out and see in the society how much true Marx is. Anyway, अभी मैं details में नहीं जाऊंगा because you not have much idea. Oh, so this date is wrong here. We will start this batch from 15th June. We'll start, 15th April. We'll start the classes from 15th April. The classes will be happening in the similar way on Zoom. Batches will be like this only, 30-35 students at max. Because as I told you, I want very interactive discussion. I want everybody to participate in the class. I don't want to be a mute spectator. देख लिया, notes लिख लिया, exam के time में पढ़ लेंगे. That way you cannot score in sociology. So we will have interactive discussion during the classes, and that's why batches are controlled to 30-35 people. You will get notes of both paper 1 and paper 2. Very detailed notes. You will get test series along with this. It's a very detailed test series. The schedule of the classes will be at suitable timings. So we will conduct the classes in the night. 9 PM से start करेंगे, so that anybody who is working or college going, anybody can join. Now the idea is why we are starting in April. Isn't it too early to start this. देखो सोशियोलॉजी में सिर्फ ये नहीं करना है कि तुमने पढ़ लिया, एनी इट विल टेक अबाउट 5 months टू कंप्लीट द सिलेबस. Let's suppose you are starting somewhere in August or September. If you will start then, let's suppose you are starting in October, so it will take November, December, January, February, March. Till March you are doing options. You will have no time to practice answer writing. You will not have the time to consolidate your notes. Now, just attending the class is not sufficient. You need some time to digest that as well. So if you join now, by the end of the year, you would have completed the classes for both paper 1 and paper 2. You would have given the test series and you will be ready. So if you crack the prelims, you will be scoring 300 plus marks. So join early, learn early, take a head start, and that's the purpose, because I want my students to succeed. Now, the next part of this discussion is answer writing, and we will have regular answer writings every day, every class के बाद होगा. And the major thing is कि I will evaluate your tests. You join any test series, faculties never check the copy. इतना समझ लो, कोई सी भी तुम टेस्ट सीरीज ज्वाइन कर रहे हो, विजन में कर लो, कहीं भी कर लो, faculties never check the test series because they do not have the time. I ensure you कि whatever answers you will be writing, I will be evaluating your copy, and that will be a great advantage to you. Finally, those who are in 23, 24, 25, किसी ईयर के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो, you should join the batch. You should take a head start. Don't wait कि मैं last time में जाके करूँगा. Start early, fail early. You will have a lot of time to repeat. What's the fee? Yeah, I'm coming to that. So fee is the 25,000 for the course. This is one of the cheapest course. Anywhere you go to Delhi, the fee of optionals is anywhere between 50,000 to 80,000. You add 15 to 20,000 for test series on that. So it can range you anywhere from 50, 60,000 to 1 lakh rupees. Till March, if you will take admission, you are getting the course in 14,999, effectively 15,000. So do not wait. It's a very limited batch. I start this batch twice in a year. So if you'll miss this time, I don't think you will get another opportunity to get enrolled. By some luck, you have arrived here because I do not advertise that much. तो जो लोग आ जाते हैं मैं उनसे से खुश रहता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे एनसीईआरटी दोस्त वर फ्रॉम एनसीईआरटी बैच दे नो कि वहीं पे इतने स्टूडेंट हैं कि दे ओनली विल एनरोल इन दिस. तो